Nice to be with you. Unfortunately, I can barely talk, and it's just as well because I've got my fishing partner doing a short thing while we were fishing, and then we have Rowan Francis introduction. He's going to be doing some how-tos and some lunatic fringe bits and pieces. So that's about all the talking I'm going to do. The mental really helps, and so the rest is over to Dugsy and Rowan.
Oh, welcome to Rob's blog. This is not a face that you would normally see, but I actually can't see Rob at the moment. There's just a big cloud of smoke on the back of the boat, or actually not smoke, of vapor, and Rob's vaping his ass off with his Rio. But it's a gorgeous day. The weatherman got it completely wrong. Not a breath of wind. According to them, it was going to be 21 degrees. I think it was 21 degrees when we launched. It's probably about 30 degrees now. We caught a couple of fushies and we're having an absolutely wonderful time. And it's great to be back on the water with my old boat partner.
Nice to be with you. We're on Albert Falls Dam. I'm with my fishing buddy Dugsy. We've caught some nice fish so far, but it's a bit slower than we anticipated. We were hoping to get some pigs. I hope you can hear the voice. I'm still as sick as a dog. And but oh, am I getting a bite there? I might be standby. I might. Yes.
That was a bite. I missed that fish, but we caught plenty more later. Okay, enough from me, enough from Dugsy. This is an intro to Rowan, and he's going to be doing some good stuff over the next few months. Nice to be with you.
I'd like to say it's to see you nice or something like that, but then I would be ripping off Mr. Fisher, and I'm only going to do that in small doses. So, good evening, people. I have been trying to do a video of how to make coils, how to set up wicks, how to do all sorts of things since I went on leave, which is about 3 weeks, when my camera eventually arrived. And as normal, life has just gotten in the way. Everything else has needed to be done, has to be done, and all the rest of it. So it's taken until now, Friday night, 11:30, to get around to doing at least the start of some sort of video. I must stop saying that's a good one, yes. I should write down my notes. I'm going to cut this video to pieces. Yeah, so I wanted to make small videos for Mr. Fisher to add into his Rob's ramblings or whatever, showing people ways of making coils, doing other little bits and pieces. The beginner stuff a little bit, more the intermediate stuff, and some of the really funky stuff that some of us get up to. But I had to do some tidying up this evening, because hopefully I've got my wife coming to visit soon, and being a bachelor pad of note, this place is a mess. And I decided to stack and pack away all the juices that have been sitting around in cardboard boxes and little boxes lying all over the place. And it got me thinking about some of the older juices that I've got. I mean, there's some really nice old juices that I haven't vaped in a while. And I picked up a bottle of Berry Blaze. Yeah, Berry Blaze. Still in 12 Nick, which I've changed now to 6. But this bottle was over a year old. And I've just bought recently, about 2 weeks ago, a new bottle of 6 ml berry blaze, which is there, which is a nice yellowish color, because I've given it some extra steeping. I've stuck it in my swizzle box and swizzled it. I've stuck it in the ultrasonic. So this realistically is about a month old, at least. And it in the limo, it tastes brilliant. The fun thing is, I first tried it in this, the Nano, and it was not harsh, but it had a different taste. Fresh coil, and I didn't quite enjoy it. But in the limo seems to smoothen it out. And I've always said, you know, taste is subjective to everybody. What one person likes, another person might not like. And it really hit home a day or so ago when I went out and bought a new juice, and I'm so disappointed. It tastes like plain VG. There's none of its fantastic flavor that everyone talks about. There's nothing there. And I'm not going to harp on about it, because the taste is subjective. And all I'm going to do is stick the bottle in the dark cupboard for a month or two and see what happens when it comes out. I mean, you've got to realize that each juice has its own bits and pieces that make it up. I've got a bottle of juice here. When it came out of the retailer, it was a light pinkish juice. This juice has been around since February the 14th, and I haven't touched it. Well, yeah, I had another bottle of it, but this bottle managed to get hidden away in the rest of it and hasn't been touched since then. And if you look at it, it's a beautiful dark red juice. This is a steep juice. Tasting this is going to be amazing. Or maybe not. It could be a cut juice. But actually, I know it's Vape King's Love Potion #9, which I quietly enjoy. And having a nicely steep bottle is being like, oh yes, it's made up for a bottle of the juice. So all I wanted to say tonight in my little intro is that juice is what vaping's all about. You know, your tastes have come back after quitting smoking. You go through different stages, menthols, tobaccos, fruits, desserts, and all that kind of stuff. All of it changes. It constantly changes, and your juice changes. So people who turn around and say, oh, this lot of juice that I've just got is terrible, but I used to like it. Well, that's exactly why. Your taste buds have changed. Everything has changed. Nothing stays the same. I just wanted to convey to you guys that you might get a bit of a poor taste from a juice. My advice is to leave it for a month in a cupboard far away and see what happens. If after a month it's still a bit of a juice, well then maybe it is for you an juice. Put it in a box and say, okay, this is becoming a swap juice. Go meet some other people or whatever in a vape meet or something, and bring out your juice and say, does anybody like this? Does anybody want to swap? Doesn't always work on the forum, but you know, a meet somewhere or something, you're going to find someone who might like it and say, yeah, I'll give that a shot, and you get to swap it. I don't lose hope with any juice. I've actually just noticed, cut to a picture of my juice cupboard, and you see there's juices there that are over a year old. I refuse to throw a juice away. I refuse to lose hope in a juice. And maybe after a year, it's going to taste so much better. Who knows? I don't. So I'm giving it a try. It's You've got to be very subjective with juices and play, fiddle, and just see what it is. I mean, today you might not like something. 6 months down the line, it might be your new everyday juice. This berry blaze, when I first got it about a year ago, it was a nice juice, but I wouldn't say it's an all-day vape. But now, a little bit of that 12 mixed in with some of the 6 from last 2 weeks ago that has matured a month, and this has proved to be an absolute wonderful vape. I need to cut that bit of video. I really do. Oh, that is just gorgeous. So, these are the videos I'm going to do, around about 10 minutes long on each, hopefully. But I will be doing little things like how to cut your juice wells. No, I'm not going to do close-ups like this. I'm actually going to try and get something that does really groovy close-ups. Look, you see, it won't even do it now. So don't panic. I'm going to do proper close-ups and work out how to mount my new camera without a tripod. Yeah, if anybody's got a tripod, please. And I'm going to show you how to do bits and pieces. I'm going to also try and show Mr. Fuchsia how to coil with the coiling device. Thank you. It's late enough to actually go to bed. Doubt I'll go to bed. Doubt I'll want to watch this video. But thank you. Enjoy. And hopefully in another day or so I'll have another bit to add to the video. Thanks. Ciao. Good evening, ladies and gents. Just as a bit of an add-on to the last first video I did, I thought I'd just share with you part of a discussion that was had about juice. We're all about juice tonight. That, what happens if we can't get all our bits and pieces for juice in South Africa? Well, there are plenty of other bits and pieces that we can always do. I mean, we're always going to make a plan when it comes to juice. And I happened to be wandering around a few shops in the last day or two, and I managed to spy a few products that actually might do. And we've discussed this one regularly. I wonder if we could vape it. So I picked some up, and I thought I'd give it a spin, because it's been a bit of the no one will ever do that one. So I got some. I've just re-wicked my Ye Faithful Magma. It's got a little bit of VG on there from putting the wicks in, but for you guys I'll give it a spin. I don't mind. I've read the instructions and I should know all about that. Let's see what we're going on. Okay, 26 watts, 0.46 coils. Where's the lid? There you go. Okay, keep that in place. Okay, that's a bit messy. But anyway. So yes, lots in there. And we give it a go. Okay, so that won't be an all-day vape. Certainly not, but it was smooth. And we complained about all the chemicals in cigarettes. And this is what we'll be down to soon. Okay, that's enough for now. Mr. Fisher can decide whether he wants to put this video in with his others. But you all wanted to see it happen. It's now happened. Good night.
Oh, it's so nice to